So, complacency. Let's talk about it. So, I'm sure a lot of you guys know someone who is just absolutely complacent with where they are in life, and they've honestly just kind of given up, and they spend all the time on the couch, whatever, eating Cheetos. That's a really common form of people who are complacent, but I'm not even talking about those types of people in this video. I'm more talking about the more sinister kind of complacency that you've most likely encountered in your life, which is settling. Settling for less in your life when you know you are capable of so much more. You're capable of more control over your income, your finances, more control over where you live, how you spend your time, control over just these elements of your life that I just value so much. And I've never worked like a job, maybe for a few months, but like I've never had a job where someone has been in charge of these things in my life, because I've just always held it to the utmost importance. Really, guys, I just wanted to share this quick story about how settling can kind of, like, what you really don't want to be happening. You don't want to be at 65 years old when you're about to retire, and now you're asking the questions that really matter, of like how you want to control your schedule and what you actually want to be spending your time doing. Because the time in between there, when you're not doing any of those things, is just, in my mind, it's time wasted. Okay, so let me just share this quick story. So recently I had a full day backpacking hike with my dad. It was great. We were in the back mountains of British Columbia, and we were hiking for like 6 to 8 hours together with just one-on-one kind of bro time. It was awesome. It was great. My dad, just to give you a background on him, he's a super successful university professor. He worked his entire life really, really hard. He makes six figures, sometimes multi-six figures, depending on the year, you know, because he's a professor, he can publish different things, whatever, right? But he's like turning 65 soon, okay? And during this backpacking hike, he was sharing with me about, okay, I'm retiring soon. Now I'm asking myself what I actually want to spend my time doing. And I couldn't help but, like, you know, ask him, like, okay, like what are these things? And he would say things like, probably some things that you guys would want to, like travel backpacking through Italy, country hopping, join a band and play bass guitar, join a soccer team. I don't know. Some of those things are in reach for you guys right now, but just these really amazing, beautiful things. And I was like, wow, like that's amazing, Dad, but why are you asking yourself these questions now at the age of 65 instead of, you know, at 20, 30, 40, 50? Like, why are you just now trying to invoke this control over your life? And simply, it came down to two things. Number one, money. And number two is comfort, to pursue the money. Okay? It's like, if he had the money early on when he's retired now, he would be doing that. I asked him, you know, if you had the money early on in your life, would you still have gone down the same career path? And he was like, probably not. So I asked him, like, what kept you from pursuing money or starting a business early on in your life, working really hard so that you can get to the spot that you're in right now? You're asking these questions, you know, at the age of 25 or 30, 35. And again, it just came down to, like, comfort. He was just comfortable with what he was doing. He didn't want to step outside his box and take these chances and bet on himself. So really, guys, I want myself, and I want everyone watching this video, I want all my viewers to be in the spot of retirement before you're 65. I'm talking like 25, 30, 35, even 40 years old is an amazing accomplishment to be hitting retirement. Now, when I say retirement, I don't mean retirement in the sense of like, okay, you're sitting in a nursing home collecting a check retirement. It's a different definition, okay? Retirement to me is when you stop sacrificing today for some imaginary tomorrow. When today is complete in and of itself, you are retired. And I think Naval says something on that, like on par with that, okay? And what that means is that you're not putting yourself in a position today where you like hate your life because you're just doing it to get to this future state. So I make this video because you can retire today, not in the sense that you have $5 million in the bank and it's yielding you 8% yearly, so you've got like $20K a month passively for the rest of your life. You can take actions in your daily life today to be, you know, having fun and projecting love and doing things that you enjoy doing. You know, not, it's like, yes, okay, am I pursuing that money goal, that nest egg, 3 million, 5 million, like, yes, would I like to get there by like 30 to 35 years old? Absolutely. But am I going to sacrifice my happiness and these activities that I really want to be spending my time doing in the meantime? Not really. Not really. I mean, it's going to require some level of sacrifice, obviously, but am I going to be miserable? No. Like, why would I do that? The only reason I'm doing all this stuff is to create this lifestyle. So if I'm not creating that lifestyle while I'm in the process of doing it, it's like you're almost removing a piece of yourself. You're detaching this part of yourself. And by the time you reach that age, you're almost someone that you don't even know, or you don't even like yourself because you've forgotten what you like to do. And so when I was running a social media marketing agency for real estate agents, I was making good money doing that. And if I just scaled that up, yeah, I could have hit my goal if I kept doing that for like a decade. But really quickly, I realized this isn't what I wanted to be doing. It wasn't fulfilling to me. I couldn't put in the 10-hour days because it was just so unmotivating. I realized that I wasn't passionate about running a business. I was passionate about the outcome that the business would give me. So I'm like, okay, what do I actually like and what do I enjoy about the business that I'm doing right now? Well, I like talking to people. I enjoy having conversations with cool people. And then all of a sudden, I'm introduced to the world of remote closing by this guy named Aaron Martinez. And this is a world where you take Zoom calls, you see if people are interested in working with a coach or an agency for $5,000 to $10,000, and you get paid like $500 to $1,000 every time someone signs up. That's all you do all day, every day, is just talk to people. So I'm like, yes, I'm sold on that. This is going to be something that's going to allow me to make the income that I want, 6 figures, multi-6 figures a year. And I feel like I'm going to actually have fun doing this. I don't have to sacrifice doing something that I hate. I don't have to mess with all this other crap that comes with running a business or running an agency. I've been learning sales since I was 18 years old out of just passion, out of just like engagement and curiosity. I like learning about it. Like you can see early on in my YouTube videos when I was documenting my social media marketing agency, I could have been talking about media buying, accounting, managing a team, any aspect or facet of running a marketing agency. But no, I talked about sales because sales to me just felt like the most interesting thing. And also to me in my mind, it always just felt like the skill that was the most applicable to life outside the agency. I think I always understood that sales is the skill that if I just learned it, I would never be broke again. And so anyways, now I'm running a business that's just in a lot more alignment to me, that just feels more fun, more engaging. I like it, and to me, like, this is a business model that can also scale to 7 figures a year, so I can also get myself to that goal by 30, 35, and it just feels in a lot more alignment. Don't settle for a life where 95% of your time is doing things you don't enjoy. Even if you don't have the financial resources, make time for it anyways, okay? Number 2 is money does play a factor in this equation. Not as big as you would imagine, but it does. So guys, like, treat money as a means to an end. Money has no utility unless you spend it on things. The act of making money can be enjoyable. And again, like, I like talking shop about sales and persuasion and people and communication. Like, I like that. But ultimately, running this business is still something I have to do to pay the bills. If I had all the money in the world, I'd be pursuing a life that maximizes like peace, calmness, working with my hands and growing food all day and surrounding myself with animals as well as my family. Okay? And in order to do so, yeah, having 5 million in the bank, I could just kind of go into that lifestyle and not have to work another day in my life, and it would be super easy and great. But every single day, I can be creating that lifestyle. I don't have to put myself in misery before getting there. Today, right now, without any of that money, I'm still going on hikes. I'm being in nature. I'm growing a garden with my girlfriend. I'm spending a lot more time with animals still to this day. And it's making me happy. It's making me more energized. It's reminding me of why I'm doing what I'm doing so I can create more of this in my life. I'm not settling for spending all my time in a job doing something that I hate and only giving, an hour of my day to something that I actually like doing. No, I want to maximize my day. I want to maximize my life with as much things as possible that I actually enjoy doing. Like, that's how you live a fulfilling life. That's how you live a great life. And so, God, I'm like energized talking about this, but maybe this video resonated with some of you guys. Maybe it didn't. Just a small little rant I kind of had to get off my chest after having this backpacking trip with my dad. It is possible. You've got this. I'm watching you guys. All love. Peace.